warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. I see you not so very excited toward the lunchtime now. So as I was being invited here, I was told that I would be talking to the Generation Y. So I was quite surprised that I don't find a lot of them today. As for Bibi just said that today actually there are more boomers or zoomers, what they say, and a lot of from my generation. So I'm Ade. Actually, many Malaysians have found it difficult to pronounce my name. It's always be Ade or Ada, so it's Ade actually. So I've been dedicating my time to give consultation and talks to young generation. So young generation at age and young generation at heart. So yeah, because I am not so into that kind of boundaries or categorization according to in which year we were born. So because I've witnessed some of Zoomers are trapped in Y bodies and some Y are trapped in Zoomers bodies. So Zoomers relate to those boomers who refuse to age. So as myself, as you can see physically, I'm an X generation since I was born in 75, so I'm almost 43 now. But it's short news. Okay, so actually I have prepared this presentation in PTX, but just now Professor Joan asked me to do something different because some of us can be seen quite tired toward the lunchtime. So now I would ask for your participation now. Would you mind to raise your palm and put it on the palm next to you? Palm to palm, please. Okay, palm to palm, please. Don't worry about the germ. Later we can. Don't worry about the germ. We have plenty of sanitizer to deliver later. Okay, as I said, push. As I said, push. So, then push. Okay, as I can see, thank you so much for the participation. Thank you. Is anyone even push? I don't think so, yeah? I don't think so. What I'm trying to show you here is that throughout the day today, we have been discussing about the difference between us generation, X, Y, and the boomers. And what I'm trying to tell you is that we are always in diversity. We are all diverse. Background-wise, culture-wise, religion-wise, it doesn't matter. So, by showing you about that, simulation just now, I want to tell you that actually we don't always find the confidence to take a proactive action, even as you are being told to push. I don't see a lot of you doing that. So let's try once again. This time is the other way around. I want the other one to push and the other one to give in. Okay. So if you don't carry your platinum or one next to you, that you don't want to push or I want to give in, just do that. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you for the participation. I can see that you start to enjoy the simulation. Yeah, I can see that you actually make some harmony. The one who push and give in and bounce back, push and give in. You know, this is what it actually meant to be creating a harmony despite of our differences, despite of the diversity. So applause for all of us. Okay. Now I'm so very proud today to be standing in front of you all because I know all of you are from the nursing profession, right, Professor?
Yes.
Okay. So this is I put high respect for your profession because not only you are dedicating your life to humankind, but also just like other professions, doctors and teachers, this profession really requires a big heart and a dedication for humanity. So I have a very good sample which taken from a horrible event which took place just last week in Las Vegas. Maybe now I will use but just for the video, bro. Don't worry. Okay.
Kept happening and happening. And there was very short increments where there was breaks in between the shots. But it literally felt like it just continued for 20 minutes straight. And every time there was a break, we ran. And we ran. And I still wasn't even sure if it was actually bullets until when the times we paused, our friend was like, the guy next to us got shot. But we went back because I'm a nurse, and I just felt that I had to. So I went to 3 different scenes. The first one was okay, the second one was worse, and by the time I got to the third one, there was just dead bodies. There were like 6, and they were all young people. So there were so many people, just normal citizens, doctors, cops, paramedics, like nurses, just off duty. Everyone was just communicating and working together. You got this person, you got this person, you got this person. It was completely horrible, but it was absolutely amazing to see all the people coming together.
Yeah, she was.
Okay, what an event. I believe all of you have heard what happened last week.
Yeah.
So, according to this nurse, that she was unexpectedly being in this unexpected shocking event where she was in the middle of this chaotic event and she
Kept happening and happening. And there were very short increments where there was breaks between the shots. But it literally felt like it just continued.
Okay, so just like this nurse, I believe I have a full confidence that everyone here carrying their profession more than just a job or duty that been placed on their shoulder. More than that, whether they are off duty or on duty, their profession has become their identity of who they are, of who you are, and which you carry throughout your life. So that is why this profession actually, the challenge that I understand very well, that not only you have to deal with everyday unpleasant experience of other people's life, the pain, the sickness, the loss, that not only that, but also with the long hour of duties, the long shift, and also the uncooperative or the grumpy being of your patients, and it's all requires not only a physical fitness but also a mental stamina. So for that you have, since you have been doing this like in a daily basis, so it becomes like an auto pilot for you to do that. So that explains why habit forms, why habit emerge. So scientists said that habit form because our brain constantly is looking for ways to save effort. So eventually the brain would try by any means to turn routine into habit, because habit makes your brain think less. So by doing so, the brain would have more time to do more productive, more creative thinking. So this habit is actually formed according to the Charles Duhigg theory. It's that habit from through a circle of habit or habit loop, which start by first the cue, which is the trigger to our brain to do an autopilot, and then into the routine, which is formed because of the cue, and then into the reward, which is like a personal satisfaction, reinforcement through from the routine that we have. So if I'm allowed to use again my PPTX Prof, just to remind me, am I allowed, Prof? Okay. So I would have to ask again, volunteer to raise your hand that you are that those who are from Generation Y. Only you. Somebody, yeah? Okay. That's what I guess. And from my generation, Generation X. Wow. Okay. So the boomers or zoomers. Wow. I love those zoomers. So zoomers are the majority among us today, yeah?
It's kept happening.
Okay, what is habit? Habit is what we are, what we repeatedly do. It is not an act, but a habit. So, actually, 40% of the actions people perform each day are not actual decisions, but habits. But it's our unconscious mind that we do that. We thought it's just like a routine, but it's actually habit because we are doing that without thinking about that. Like for instance, what would we have would we have next for our lunch? Our brain will not thinking about that. Instead, the brain will just let us do what we normally do. So this is what I've just spoken about, the habit loop, that it starts with the cue, that trigger that sets off the habit, and then with the routine, the action triggered by the cue, and the reward. So I will give you an example of the habit of the young generation using the phone, the cell phone, how they are so attached to the gadget, how this habit form in their daily life. So the cue is either that the bus or the vibrate or the ringtone or whatever it is, that this cue will will give them the trigger to straight away answer the phone just to check whether it is someone's calling or is it just a funny message that will laugh about, or it's just anything. But this routine, since the routine gives them a sense of satisfaction, or for instance, when they got a message that can make them laugh at, so this satisfaction will reinforce the routine for them to do that again and again. So, okay. Now, coming to how we make this habit to make the day counts. So I would have to ask for your participation again. I will deliver some cards. So please write down on this card 5 of your daily habit that you would wish to change. If I can get some help, oh, thank you, Prof. Thank you, very kind of you. Yes. Just one card for everyone. One card for everyone. If I can get some help. All right. Okay. So please write down 5 list of the habits that you would like to change in your life. Either you realize that it's a habit or not.
5, 6, 7, 8.
But when you find something which you do that in a routine basis daily, so we can consider that as a habit, something you want. Ada lagi? Oh, any habit, good habit, bad habit, because your brain cannot tell the difference. The brain cannot tell the difference whether the habit is good or bad. So just write down any habit that you have, which you do that in daily basis, that you do that without thinking. It's like a part of your routine. So write down that 5 habits that you would love to change, but I guess the thing that you would like to change must be the bad one, right? I don't think anyone wants to change the good habits in their life. Okay. I'll get back to you with the list. Now, you would never be able to change your life if you don't change what you do today, what you do each day. Because whatever you do today is just a preparation for the next level, for the next step you will take in your life. So what I always told my teenage boy, I always tell him, you can play now or pay later, or you can pay now or pay later. Either way, you have to pay anyway. So you can neglect, you can delay, you can ignore, you can do whatever you want with whatever you want today, but eventually it will make your tomorrow tougher. So that's why I want you to think about the 5 habits of your life that you do every day that you wish to change. Because I'm here to let you know how, what we can do with that habit. Okay, I think someone here who would like to share with me, maybe points? Would you like to share with me about the habits that only one? Don't have to be all of them. Okay. You eat a lot. Welcome to the club. Don't worry. Okay, so you want to change that habit of eating a lot. So what do you think? What do you think people should do to change that habit?
Definitely have to reduce my weight.
Okay.
And I eat a lot of junk food.
Okay.
So
What triggered you? What triggered you to eat a lot? As for me, I can't stand. My cue is gorengan. So anything fried is my cue. So I cannot stand with gorengan. If I just pass by the sidewalk and I saw orang selling pisang goreng, so I can't stand. So that is my cue. So it became my bad habit because the routine will be I would force my husband to buy. Then the reward is the satisfaction of getting that gorengan. So what is yours?
I don't know. I think when I look at the food, everything is so nice.
So all food are your cues.
Yes.
Wow, so dangerous.
It's my eyes, I think.
Okay. So what do you suggest, or what is your idea of stopping that habit?
It's very difficult for me.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
Don't carry cash. How about it? Don't carry cash. Or
Yes, maybe.
yeah. Stay away from restaurants. Or don't cook at all.
I don't know.
Because the change that you would like to make, it has to be, applicable one. The things that is possible to be done.
Maybe because I carry a lot of money, I think.
Oh, you carry a lot of money. Applause for the one. Okay. So next time, you could keep your wallet with your friend. Okay. Thank you for the sharing. I would love to get representation from the Gen Y, but I'm not sure. I can tell by the face. You must be from Gen Y, do you? Okay. So tell me, what is your bad habit that you want to change? Don't tell me about the eating habit again.
Saya ambil after wake up in the morning.
You like to what?
Saya ambil.
Tidying up the bed. It's a good habit. What do you want to change?
I didn't touch.
Oh, you didn't tidy up. Oh, okay. You don't make your bed. the morning. So you think it's a bad habit? Why?
Yeah, because it's messy.
It's messy. So what would you like to do to change that habit?
Try to wake up at least 10 minutes earlier.
Try to wake up 10 minutes earlier so that you would have the time to make the bed. Applause for her, please. Okay. Someone told me that there's a story of this successful businessman, a billionaire, who is being asked, what is your secret for success? And he said, I make my bed every day. So it's a simple secret. So the other person was wondering, why is it making that is so important to make you successful? So he said that by making your own bed, you have taken charge over your life. You have a control over your life. It's a simple thing, but it shows that you take control of your life. Okay, so I hope tomorrow you will make your bed, yeah? Okay, now I will go for the male participant who would like to share with me. Anybody? Male, please. Okay, the young handsome man here from generation Y. Are you Y? I'm not sure. Maybe X. Okay.
Testing.
Do you have to?
It's my habit.
Oh, you
I have to test before you.
Oh, okay. I hope that doesn't apply to your future wife, yeah?
Okay, my name is Adam. I'm from Queensland.
Is it from my husband come from?
Yes.
Okay.
I think so.
So you're Minang or
No, I'm working there.
Oh, you work there. Okay. Tell me, what is your bad habit?
It's a really bad habit. Actually.
Okay. Is it something that you don't want to share?
I don't like to masturbate.
It's more or less like the other lady, yeah? The other, okay.
Someone, not someone. I just let the someone. Spider.
Oh, okay. You want to fight them? You want to fight the wife?
No,
Spider?
I just let them alive. In good, I think the spider can
Protect you from the mosquitoes?
it can dust, no dust. Protect from dust. Filter.
Okay, if we can also the young men people that spider can protect you from dust. And I will have to check that theory, yeah? Okay, so please share with us what would you do to change, since you know it's a bad habit, so what would you do to change that?
Get a wife.
It is a bad habit, don't you think?
I also have that in my toilet. So many bad.
But you know your friends like this too, yeah?
But if I clean the bed, it is so nice, very nice.
Oh, okay, if you clean. So do you plan to change that?
Tomorrow.
Alright. Okay,
After
after the conference straight away, yeah? And please take a snap picture of it and send to me, yeah? And I will share it to in my Facebook. Okay. Thank you, Adam. So Adam.
Thank you, Adam.
Okay, applause for Adam. And okay, I have many examples today of bad habits that some of us would like to change. From making the bed, cleaning the spider will be of impact. So this is what you do first. Good decision. Like what Adam just did. He made a good decision despite of he still stick to his belief that the web is actually protecting him from the dust. But initially he took the initiative to change that habit. So it's a good decision. So good decision. You can call it goal setting or whatever it is, but it starts by taking the first step. 1,000 miles of journey, it said, start with a first step. So the first step is making a good decision, and then you will follow. You would want to follow it by having a discipline, a daily discipline, because you can also name it a goal pursuing. So it's actually the same. So because why? I think the very good recipe to change that habit is to have decision and a daily discipline. It's comparable like a coin. So if you have good decision like what Adam had without daily discipline, let's say Adam just now promised me that after the conference he would straight away clean that messy whatever spider webs. But if he doesn't do that as a daily discipline, tomorrow he would start doing that. Next week he would keep the spider web again. So it will be a penny without result. So the other way around, daily discipline. Let's say the young lady who shared with me about trying to change her bad habit of not cooking her bed in the morning. So let's say she has these daily disciplines of trying to change the way she start her morning, but without a good decision of how she wants to change her morning routine, it would be like organizing without result. Her bed will turn out to be still messy, right? Because she doesn't know how to start. Alright, so finally, when you combine the decision with daily discipline, it will be a masterpiece of your potential. So this daily routine, which is also a habit, will be formed if you decide and be disciplined on first, attitude. Attitude is not substitute. So some people would say that attitude is more important than skills. Actually, I'm not agree with that. So if I have two people standing in front of me, and one of them is someone with a great skill, and the other one, someone with a great character or a great attitude, who do you think I would choose? Who say attitude? Let me see from above. Attitude. Okay, now who says it's skills? None? None? Skills? Both from yeah? Okay. I would have to be agree with the professor. Applause for the professor. Because research shows that or I would have to change my mic. Yeah. Okay. So study shows that when it comes to skill, you cannot improve it more than 2 points. Let's say someone has okay, maybe this one? Oh, it's fine, alright. Let's say if someone has 2 points of grade in skills, he or she would not be able to upgrade it more than 2 points. Maximum he would get to 4 points. But with character, you can go beyond that. So let's say we have someone, a would-be employee, who apply for a job at our office, and they have only a very poor character, a very poor attitude, let's say 2 points, but we can upgrade it even until 8 points. But the difference with skills. So you cannot rely on someone with a good character or attitude.
And A and E results 2. I repeat, code blue and A and E results 2. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so if you have 2 people who is with a great character, with a poor skill, and with a great skill but poor character, you would want to choose the one with great skill but poor character, because somehow you would still be able to upgrade it. So, but please, youngsters, young generation, because just now from Bibi also deliver her message of how important it is to master social skill, to master adat timur, adat istiadat. It is very important because anyway, your profession is dealing with humankind, and you are dealing with the very most important thing within a human being, which is their health. So you have to show your best character, though I said that the character is not as important as skills, but the combination of both of them would be a very super combination. Okay, because I'm limited by time, so priority. I believe all of you have heard about the Pareto law, about 2080. Okay, the priority of the Pareto law teaches how we focusing on the 20% of our effort to make the 80% of outcome or result. So let's say we make a checklist of our daily routine. So we might be enjoying the satisfaction of crossing off the list, which is we thought is not, which is small and unimportant. But actually, we should be focusing on that small items which contribute more to our 80% of productivity. Though our checklist might not be shorter, but still we would have more productivity. So in growth, I would have to quote something from Malcolm Gladwell about 10,000 deliberate of effort, which means 10,000 hours of deliberate effort, which will create masterpiece. In this case, 10,000 hours that we invest in anything that we do in life, anything that we enjoy, it would make us an expert in it. Let's say this 10,000 hours is equal to 9 years of living. So we know that to become a professor, right, Professor? It took 9 years for you to become a professor, right? So the expertise of being somebody expert in the field will require us to put or invest our 10,000 hours of time. So from now on, what you should do is just take a look at your daily routine, your daily habit of what you do, what you do most with your time. So then from there you know who you are today is the result of what you have been doing 5 years ago. Thank you so much for today.
Thank you, With that, since our time, we are